You see the cold stare, the steel handshake, and the staged Kremlin photos. But what you don't see is the real story. Behind Vladimir Putin's iron grip on Russia lies something even more powerful than nuclear codes: a hidden empire of wealth, luxury, and secrecy. From shadowy family ties to billion-dollar assets, this isn't just about politics. It's about a lifestyle few can even imagine. In modern Russia, one name dominates the political, economic, and even artistic landscape with a strong yet mysterious presence: Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin. To the outside world, he is just the president, a symbol of state leadership. But those who look beyond the podiums and press conferences see Putin as much more than a politician. He is the genius behind an invisible empire, one so precisely built and jealously guarded that even Russia's wealthiest billionaires, who have billions at their disposal, dare not question his power. This is not simply about political control. This is about power, which pervades every aspect of Russian life. Power based on fear, allegiance, and secrecy. And at the heart of it all is not just governance, but a tightly guarded inner circle where family, incredible money, and a life of uncommon luxury remain fully hidden from public view. Putin has built a world in which riches are preserved rather than displayed, with every diamond, castle, and private jet hidden behind bulletproof glass and political smoke. This is not just about leadership. It is a dynasty in disguise, a world in which authority is whispered, not yelled. Vladimir Putin was born in 1952 in the war-torn city of Leningrad, and his early life was far from rich. Raised in a shared flat, he witnessed the misery and deprivation that characterized post-war Soviet life. His grandfather, Spiridon Putin, formerly worked as a personal cook for two of the most notorious Soviet leaders, Vladimir Lenin and Joseph Stalin. It may appear to be a simple footnote in history, but it spoke of a bloodline that has always remained within the halls of power. Still, it was Vladimir himself who propelled the Putin name from obscurity to the forefront of world power. After rising through the KGB ranks with chilly precision, he emerged as a significant role during one of Russia's most turbulent transitions, filling the void created by Boris Yeltsin in the late 1990s. From then, he launched an unwavering consolidation of power, transforming Russia into more than simply a country. It became his chessboard, with every move prepared with quiet assurance. Over the next 2 decades, Putin would do more than just lead. Vladimir Putin has built a hidden empire, not flaunted with gold or luxury cars, but fortified by secrecy, intelligence networks, and loyal oligarchs. Though his official salary matches other world leaders, analysts estimate his true fortune ranges from $70 to $200 billion, none of it in his name. Instead, wealth is funneled through allies in the Ozero Cooperative, a brotherhood of elites managing oil firms, estates, banks, and yachts, all quietly linked back to Putin. State-owned businesses have been secretly transferred to loyalists, merely to serve as personal piggy banks. Billions disappear into shell firms, offshore accounts, and covert financial vehicles, only to re-emerge in the shape of assets utilized solely by Putin and his close allies. Let's pick Gennady Timchenko. He was once a little-known businessman, but now he's a multi-billionaire who owns energy trading empires across Europe and Asia. He is sanctioned by the West but remains unaffected in Russia. His private plane and super yacht, the $130 million Lena, travel without fanfare, constantly protected and disguised. Then there's Igor Sechin, nicknamed the Darth Vader of Russia. Sechin is the CEO of Rosneft, one of the world's largest oil firms, with authority over billions of dollars in income. However, you won't see him flaunting his money on social media or walking red carpets. Instead, he acts like a spy master, with his riches hidden in offshore companies, his properties guarded like embassies, and his travels planned like state visits. Yuri Kovalchuk, also known as Putin's banker, owns large media conglomerates and financial organizations. Money passes through him into and out of shadow banks and investment vehicles. According to reports, he owns luxurious homes in Italy, France, and Switzerland, which he keeps completely private. His role is to keep the wealth concealed and the system impenetrable. Even the residences of this privileged group are cloaked in mystery. Hidden palaces dot the Russian countryside. Satellite photographs show enormous estates with private lakes, helicopter pads, subterranean bunkers, and gold-plated interiors. Some claim Putin owns a secret $1.3 billion palace on the Black Sea, complete with a private theater, casino, and vineyard. Officially, it belonged to a friend. Unofficially, everyone knows who lives there. The most striking aspect, however, is that this is not an affluence for exhibition. It is wealth for protection. Every house, jet, and yacht is a piece of a greater chessboard, intended not to dazzle, but to protect, to insulate, to ensure that no matter what occurs on the surface, the foundation remains intact. Here, luxury is used tactically. Private jets provide controlled mobility. Secret real estate allows for peaceful retreats. Private banks in neutral countries act as safe havens if global tensions escalate. Through it all, loyalty is the money that holds them together. These folks became wealthy not because they defied Putin, but because they never dared to. This method fosters an environment in which silence is the price of admission. The wealthiest are also the quietest. No press interviews, no dazzling headlines, just influence wielded from the shadows. What distinguishes this billionaire's opulent lifestyle is its contrast with the West. In Silicon Valley, wealth is audible. It has been advertised in Hollywood. But in Putin's world, luxury is the opposite of loudness. It is computed, disguised, and completely protected. This is what makes Putin's empire unique. It's not just about being wealthy, it is about being inaccessible. But here's the paradox. While Putin's face dominates national television, fills stadiums during state parades, and commands attention in worldwide press conferences, there are two faces he's worked tirelessly to keep completely hidden from the world: those of his daughters. Putin has been Russia's most photographed man for decades, but there is no authenticated photo of him standing beside his adult daughters. That is not an accident. It's a meticulously planned strategy based on a single premise: absolute invisibility equals total safety. But behind the veil of state secrets, these ladies are more than simply shadows. They are living embodiments of the millionaire luxury lifestyle, supported by money that does not technically exist. Let's start with Putin's eldest daughter, Maria Vorontsova. Born in 1985, she is a pediatric endocrinologist by training, yet her life extends far beyond the confines of a hospital. Maria co-owns a big medical corporation that benefits handsomely from government contracts. Her company has been tied to multi-million-dollar projects, all of which are state-backed. She owns a magnificent penthouse in Moscow worth tens of millions of dollars. But real estate is only the beginning. She travels in elite circles, attends ultra-exclusive social engagements, and is guarded around the clock by an invisible security presence, the same degree of protection granted to heads of state. Then there is Katerina Tikhonova, Putin's younger daughter. In public, she is a scientist and academic who specializes in artificial intelligence and robots. In private, she is a professional acrobatic dancer and the director of various IT ventures affiliated with prominent Russian universities, all of which receive generous governmental financing. Katerina is said to have access to a private fortune that would make most millionaires blush. Her former boyfriend, billionaire Kirill Shamalov, previously controlled shares in large petrochemical corporations. What is their lifestyle like together? Opulent? Villas in France. Designer clothes, luxurious ski excursions in Switzerland. There is no mention of anything in public, but everything has been meticulously documented by intelligence leaks and investigative reporters who dare to raise questions. Neither woman uses Putin's name. Their true identities have been buried beneath layers of aliases, corporate fronts, and national secrets. Even Russia's media, which is known for its outspoken pro-government stance, considers the subject untouchable. Journalists who delve too deeply into the life of Putin's family are routinely silenced, exiled, or worse. But what's most remarkable isn't the riches itself, but the way it's lived. There are no Instagram flaunts, no public demonstrations of wealth. This is billionaire luxury done Russian style, quietly, efficiently, and invisibly. While Western elites brag about their super yachts and luxury clothing, Putin's family does the complete opposite. Their opulence is concealed, calculated, and protected by layers of government apparatus. Because in Putin's world, true authority is defined by being untouchable rather than being seen. Putin's daughters inherit not only wealth, but also a system meant to shield them from criticism. Their lives perfectly match Putin's approach of owning nothing and controlling everything. Whether it's real estate in Europe, corporations with shady shareholders, or private aircraft registered under a different name, everything is just out of legal reach while remaining under personal control. In Putin's universe, it's not about indulgence, but about invisibility. It's about creating a life so secret and well-guarded that the public has no idea how powerful you truly are. It is a type of control, not only over riches, but also over perception. But the silence does not end with the daughters. Putin's purported longtime partner, Alina Kabaeva, a former Olympic gymnast and Russian politician, is said to have given birth to many children fathered by Putin. She currently purportedly lives in Swiss chalets, enormous properties in Sochi, and owns expensive real estate in Moscow, albeit none of it is officially registered in her name. Her lifestyle includes designer attire, personal security squads, and even rumors of a golden nursery for their twins. However, not a single photograph of these youngsters is available in public. Putin's inner circle operates like a well-oiled shadow machine. Luxury villas in Spain, hidden accounts in Cyprus, yachts parked at Monaco. All are protected not by walls, but by silence. You may ask how one man can keep all of this hidden. The answer lies in his security force, known as the Musketeers. These are not bodyguards. They are elite FSO agents, Russia's version of the Secret Service, who have been educated in psychological warfare, disguise, and swift threat elimination. They follow Putin everywhere, but you'll never see them. They blend in as assistants, photographers, and even janitors. There is nothing left to chance. Every movement, every handshake is tracked. Most significantly, all threats are muted. In Vladimir Putin's perspective, secrecy is more than a tactic. It is the foundation of power. Control is maintained by fear and silence rather than transparency. Critics are not simply ignored, they are eliminated. Anna Politkovskaya, a journalist who exposed Chechen war crimes, was shot in her apartment block in 2006. Her killers were apprehended, but the mastermind was never identified. That same year, ex-FSB agent Alexander Litvinenko was poisoned in London for accusing Putin of crimes. His final words were, "Putin did this." Boris Nemtsov was assassinated near the Kremlin. Sergei Magnitsky was tortured to death in detention. And Natalia Estemirova was kidnapped and murdered. Even exiles in the West have strange deaths. The pattern is clear: speak out, then vanish. This goes beyond simply suppressing the opposition. It's about maintaining the idea of stability. Each death strengthens Putin's grasp, feeding a system in which silence means survival and disagreement means ruin. The West may respond quickly, but within Russia, propaganda obscures the facts. Meanwhile, Putin's lavish lifestyle, hidden heirs, loyal oligarchs, and untouchable wealth continues behind a wall of dread. This is not just a narrative about wealth. It's a system of invisible power, and quiet is the most lethal weapon. Putin's world is not just ruled by wealth or fear. It's ruled by silence. His daughters may never hold public office. Their names may not trend online. But make no mistake, they are heirs to a shadow empire crafted with more precision than any dynasty in modern history. So the question isn't just, how rich is Vladimir Putin? It's, how do you build a legacy so powerful no one dares to look directly at it? Is this true power, wealth without scrutiny, luxury without fame, or is it a house of gold built on sand? We want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a story that digs beneath the surface.